Well, hello, can everybody play? Okay, so today I want to talk about investing in childcare. I want to persuade you guys that Chicago should invest in affordable childcare because it benefits the children, the families, and the community. Chicago should invest in affordable childcare because it can improve children's development, allow parents to work, and improve our communities. I have a friend who has a mother who drops her child off at a daycare every morning before heading to work. One day she finds out that the daycare has gone out of business and that will no longer be open. She started to look for another daycare, but every center in the area was already full. She does not have a close family to her house who can help her take care of her child, so she has to take time off work and search for another option. After days of looking, she had finally found a daycare that might work, but they told her that there was a waiting list and no one knows when there will be space available. Something as simple as losing a daycare spot can put her job at risk, and unfortunately this is the reality that many working families live in Chicago today. Affordable childcare does not just help the families who need it, it helps everyone in the community, even the people who do not have children. When parents cannot afford childcare, many have to work fewer hours or even quit their jobs. This does not only affect their families, it also affects the businesses because they lose good workers or have employees who have to miss work sometimes. Children are affected too because they miss the chances to make friends, learn how to work with other kids, and get ready for school. When families have access to affordable childcare, parents can keep working, children have a safe place to learn and grow, and businesses have workers that they can count on. This is why affordable childcare should matter to all of us and not just the parents. I looked into what has been going on in my community and I read some articles about taking care of kids. I have also talked to a parent who uses who has used childcare before, and asked my classmates what they think about making childcare more affordable. Today I want to persuade you that Chicago should invest in affordable childcare because it supports working families, improves child's development, and creates a stronger community. Before talking about a solution, let's first see why affordable childcare has become such an important issue. High childcare costs are a big problem for many families in Chicago, making it hard for them to make ends meet. Childcare has become one of the most expensive things that families pay for. According to Access Chicago, the average annual cost of infant childcare in Chicago is more than $25,000. It's shocking to think that for many families, the cost of childcare can actually be higher than what they pay for rent. The high cost of childcare can be a huge burden on many families, making it rough for parents to decide what to prioritize, and paying for childcare or covering basic needs like rent, food, transportation, or electricity. This can be a really difficult choice, as both are essentials for a family's well-being. Finding a childcare spot can be really tough and is one of the biggest hurdles that parents face. According to the 2026 report on childcare in Cook County, licensed providers have enough space to serve only a part of the children who may need care. Many families spend months on waiting lists before finding an available opening. During my interview, Jasmine said that families should begin searching for childcare at least 6 months before they actually need it, because the waiting lists are so common and so long. Jasmine also mentioned that it's a good idea for families to keep checking with providers, as an opening can pop up depending on things like the age of children and which classrooms have space available. High costs for children can have a big impact on how kids develop. During my interview, Jasmine explained that quality childcare helps children develop social skills and allows development concerns to be detected before the children begin school. The WBEZ Chicago article also said that early childhood programs help children build communication skills, confidence, and development, and help parents continue working. When families can't afford childcare, the kids often miss out on really important chances to get ready for kindergarten. My class survey also revealed that a lot of people are worried about this problem. Most people I asked think that taking care of kids in Chicago costs a lot of money. 6 out of 7 people I surveyed agreed on this. Many people, including 6 of my classmates, think that the high cost of childcare can have a big impact on how well kids can learn and grow. 5 people rated the impact on childcare costs on working parents as a 5 out of 5. 6 people considered affordable childcare to be extremely important, highlighting its significance in their lives. A classmate shared that their mom had to leave job because daycare costs were just too high, which meant their family had to get by on one income instead of two. Many families struggle with this main issue when it comes to their kids. First, childcare can be really expensive, and it's hard for parents to afford it. Another problem is balancing their work schedules with taking care of their children. Now that we have a better understanding of the issue in hand, it's time to explore potential solutions and see what might work. Chicago should continue investing in affordable childcare programs and early childhood education. Additional investments would help more families afford quality childcare. Increasing funding could reduce waiting lists by expanding available childcare spaces. Affordable childcare allows parents to remain employed while knowing their children are in a safe learning environment. Investing in affordable childcare benefits children and families. Children develop social, emotional, and communication skills before entering kindergarten. Parents experience greater financial stability because they can continue working. And during my interview, the parent explained that early childhood teachers are among the most important people in a child's life because they help shape a child's future. Parents think that Chicago should have more teachers and helpers for young kids. They also believe that these teachers and helpers should be treated with more respect and paid better. But some people disagree with increasing child care funding. According to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, some federal funding was frozen because of the concerns about fraud, misuse of taxpayer dollars, and ensuring benefits are provided only to eligible recipients. The federal government believes stronger accountability is necessary before additional funding is released, which preventing fraud is important. I find the evidence presented by parents, researchers, and local officials and childcare providers more convincing because they describe the real consequences that funding reductions have on children and working families. I think Chicago can find a way to make sure that people are doing their jobs right when it comes to taking care of their kids, while still helping families who need affordable childcare. If we invest in affordable childcare, what could our future look like? Investing in affordable childcare can create a stronger future for families and our community. Imagine a Chicago where every family can afford quality childcare. Parents continue working without worrying about losing their jobs because they cannot find childcare. Families would experience less financial stress, and if kids get good care and teaching when they're really young, they'll be better prepared when they start kindergarten. This means they'll have a stronger start and be more ready to learn. Communities will benefit from stronger families and a more stable workforce. Now imagine if nothing changes. Childcare costs continue increasing while waiting lists grow even longer. More parents may be forced to reduce their work hours or leave the workforce completely. More children could miss opportunities for early learning and social development, and families and communities will continue facing unnecessary financial and educational challenges. In conclusion, I want to leave you with a crucial reminder. Affordable childcare is not just a nice to have, it's a must have. It's an investment in our kids, their parents, and the future of our community. We've talked about how expensive childcare can cause financial stress, limit kids' chances to learn and grow, and make it tough for parents to keep their jobs. Now, I'm not saying we shouldn't be responsible with our funds, but we need to keep supporting programs that help families get quality childcare. We should be backing efforts to make childcare more affordable, recognizing the vital role of childhood educators play, and remembering that we invest in our kids today, we're building a stronger tomorrow for our city. Thank you.